There are a lot of seas in the world, but none of them like Mar de Cortés. This week we had the privilege of interacting with these waters. The first day, with the help from Don Memo and his vast knowledge in the field of photography. He gave us the essential tools to translate those beautiful images not only in our heads, but also in our hearts. We were also able to submerge in the unique waters of the sea and enjoy some of the most colorful and wonderful landscapes in the world with the help of the diving equipment.
Sonora is located in the northwestern of Mexico. It is known for its deserts characteristics, bordered on the west with the Sea of Cortez or Gulf of California. It's ranked second nationally in extension after Chihuahua with 9.2% of the Mexican territory. Sonora has some ethnic groups like Seris, Pimas, Cucapa, Ópatas, Mayos, Guarijillos, Kickapoo, Yaquis, and Papagos, and a lot of natural reserves like Delta and Upper Gulf, Bay and Island of San Jorge, El Pinacate, Isla del Tiburón, and Mesa del Campanero.
San Carlos is located on the coast of the Sea of Cortez. It has about 2,264 inhabitants, including many foreigners, mostly American and Canadians, who live there during the winter because of its good climate. You can practice various activities such as fishing, diving, and hiking. In the months from November to March, an international show is the arrival of the gray whale, which is close to the coast and vessels can almost touch it. San Pedro Nolasco Island is located 45 minutes from the bay, considered sanctuary from California's sea lions and thousands of birds, among which the brown bobo and pelicans is one of the favorite places for those who practice diving and snorkeling. Playa Piedras Pintas is a private paradise ideal for those who likes adventure and escape to enjoy diving and snorkeling. Tetacawi, from this hill, about 200 meters height, it can appreciate a beautiful view of the beaches, sea, mountain, and plains surrounding the San Carlos Bay. These become a priority for foreign and tourists who visit the area. The Playa de los Algodones, which is named for its beautiful white sand dunes that resemble cotton balls, it is ideal for snorkeling, fishing, use of jet skis, and windsurfing throughout the year, as its average temperature ranges from 31 degrees Celsius in spring to 18 degrees Celsius in winter.
For being my first time in San Carlos, I was very surprised with such wonderful views. Many people were speaking of San Carlos and I didn't understand why. I was thinking, it is a beach like any other. Why so interesting? But then I realized why. San Carlos is a good place to make a visit. Its beaches are very beautiful, it has a nice climate, and one of its strongest characteristics I think is the late afternoon. Mr. Guillermo Moreno said to us that there were no better late afternoons in another place of the world. If you don't believe me, look at these pictures. Yeah, I know, they are not so spectacular. Don Memo told us that we were not lucky that day. But he explained why San Carlos has such beautiful late afternoons. He said that when there is powder in the sky of Baja California and San Carlos, the powder simulates like a filter in the sky, which seems that it is modifying the image. Also, if there are clouds, you could appreciate how they change color.
Sea of Cortez is a body of water that separates the Baja California Peninsula from the Mexican mainland. The sea is 1,400 kilometers long and 210 kilometers across at the widest point. Spanish explorer Francisco de Ulloa named the sea after he sailed the perimeter in 1539 and 1540 under the order of Hernán Cortés. The Sea of Cortez has more than 300 studies and wetlands that are home of rich community of animals and plants. The Gulf of California is considered one of the seas with the greatest biodiversity on the planet and is home of over 5,000 species of marine invertebrates. It is also a paradise for bird watchers and an important area for both migration birds, breeding and shelter.
Described by French ocean explorer Jacques Cousteau as the world's aquarium, the Gulf supports an extraordinary diversity of marine life, which includes endangered marine turtles and dolphins, coral reef, and over 900 different fish species. The waters are also an important breeding area for the world's largest animal, the blue whale, and their whales such as fin, sperm, orca, and humpback.
Here we have a comment about Sea of Cortez of Alejandra Mesa. She is an ecologist with mastery in marine biodiversity in the University of San Diego.
I was born an hour away from the coast of the Sea of Cortez. In some way, all my life, I believe I belong to the Gulf of California, and I am connected with it. This place is one of the most amazing places in the world. This part of the ocean has a huge biodiversity. This means that the water is so rich in nutrients that lots of species want to live here, and the population of those species are very abundant. I love diving anywhere in the Sea of Cortez. If you dive here, you can feel that you're flying, and you can connect with all the living organisms in there. You can see a lot of colors and you're gonna love it. You have to come and see for yourself the place that Jacques Cousteau said is the world's aquarium.
Alright, here goes a question. Who is afraid of the ocean? I know that more than one share this. Raise the hand the one that is afraid of the ocean. Yeah, I have been afraid of the ocean almost all my life, and that's why I was nervous at the moment to dive. I think that the fear of the unknown is something that we all have inside. Some people are stronger than others, but this activity helped me very much to lose fear. At the beginning, it can be difficult and a bit stressful, but later you are getting used like most of us. When you begin to go down, you realize what you have been getting lost all your life. The same for the persons who have not dived. Being underwater to several meters is a unique experience which you will be satisfied and with the desires of wanting to return, like all of us. And if you are one of these persons who like to be calm, underwater you will only listen to your breathing. It is an almost absolute silence and it's very relaxing. It can help a lot with the stress. If you love the sea and you have interest, you must dive. When we did it, we saw sea urchins, seals, different types of fish like those that you are watching right now, crabs, and starfishes. So, why should you go to Sonora? I will answer you with another question. Why not? With all the reasons that we gave you, you should already be planning the next trip with your family, friends, or your dog. It is very nice to go to new places. There always happen things that you will want to remember or forget depending the situation. If you're Mexican, you must go to Sonora. You are losing the opportunity to experience one of the rarest places in the world, just like Augusto said.
My experience in this activity was unique. In all the time that I've been living in Sonora, I never took the time to appreciate what I got in front of me. Diving was an activity that I've never done before, but I will definitely do it again. That moment of being underwater, seeing the development of the marine life is a great feeling. After living this great experience, we were able to see our state in a very different way, in a way that not everyone has a chance to see. That's why we recommend to people not only from all over Mexico, but from all around the world to come and live the same experience, especially if you're from Sonora and having your state this gift from nature just around the corner.
Throughout our investigation, we find many benefits that characterize the Sea of Cortez, specifically the San Carlos beach. It is an amazing tourist destination, both to appreciate its beautiful panoramic views, as practice aquatic sport of your choice, diving, practice kayak, among other things. Take a tour of the amazing underwater world of the Sea of Cortez is an experience that everyone should live at least once in their life. Personally, I live one of the most fun experiences of my life, and certainly want to live it again. People that have this tourist attraction so close, we should take advantage and visit this tourist destination that is known internationally.
Even though I live almost my whole life in Sonora, and more specifically in the coast of Mar de Cortez, I think that for the first time, I experienced a bigger part of what it offers. I always knew that we had beautiful landscapes and incredible marine life, but I never took the time to appreciate them. The last few days, I really took the time to see the gorgeous views, and while scuba diving for the first time, I saw a part of the sea that I had never seen before, and I was completely amazed. This shows that even though many people live in Sonora, or worse in San Carlos, many never take the time to see this, and we all definitely should.